Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to everything we know about. Get ready to return to the dark heart of organised crime. In this deep dive, we uncover everything about Mafia, the Old Country, from its gritty gameplay details and stunning historical setting to the rich history of the Mafia franchise and all the release information you'll need. Step into a forgotten era, before the concrete jungles of Empire Bay, before the neon-lit streets of New Bordeaux, before the rise of the American mob, there was the Old Country, the very origins of a criminal empire born of blood, loyalty, and betrayal. This is Mafia the Old Country, and today we're uncovering everything you need to know about the next chapter in this legendary saga. The Mafia franchise has always stood apart. From the moment Mafia, the City of Lost Heaven, dropped in 2002, players were captivated by its unflinching narrative, meticulous period detail, and cinematic storytelling. We followed Tommy Angelo's rise and fall during the Prohibition era, experiencing a mob story almost unparalleled in gaming. Then came Mafia 2 in 2010, transporting us to Empire Bay, a fictionalized New York City in the 1940s and 50s. Vito Scarletta's journey resonated deeply, solidifying the series' reputation for incredible historical immersion, iconic characters, and a world brimming with authentic charm. And in 2016, Mafia 3 pushed boundaries, taking us to the tumultuous New Bordeaux of the 1960s with Lincoln Clay. While different in tone, it maintained the series' commitment to powerful storytelling and a meticulously crafted setting. Now, Hangar 13 and 2K are taking us all the way back, not just to a new decade, but to a new continent, to where the roots of the Mafia truly began. Welcome to Mafia, the Old Country. This highly anticipated entry is a prequel, diving deep into the origins of organised crime syndicates that would eventually cross the Atlantic and reshape the American underworld. The game is set in the early 20th century, specifically in 1908 in Sicily, Italy, a time of immense social change, poverty, and the burgeoning power of local families. The narrative follows Enzo Favara, who journeys from a childhood of indentured labour in Sicily's sulphur mines to joining the Teresi crime family, a very early form of what we know as the Mafia. The story promises to be an unflinching look at the brutal realities of life in the early 20th century Sicily, exploring themes of family, loyalty, survival, and the moral compromises made in the pursuit of power and protection. We'll witness the birth of traditions, the forging of alliances, and the violent clashes that shaped the future of organised crime. So, what can we expect from Mafia the Old Country in terms of gameplay? Hangar 13 is clearly leaning into the series' strengths while introducing exciting new elements. Mafia the Old Country does not feature an open-world environment or a reputation system like some other games in the series. Instead, it is a linear, narrative-driven experience with a focus on a more focused and grounded story. The game offers some freedom in how players approach missions, but it is not a sandbox experience. Expect the return of the cover-based shooting the series is known for, but with an emphasis on early 20th century weaponry. These aren't the rapid-fire automatics of later eras, so expect slower, more deliberate gunplay where every shot counts. Melee combat is said to be significantly expanded, making close-quarter brawls more visceral and impactful. While we can expect a more linear experience opposed to a traditional sandbox, the game map promises to be a painstakingly recreated slice of early 20th century Sicily. Imagine dense, living villages and towns with narrow, winding streets, rugged, beautiful countryside, and coastal areas perfect for smuggling operations. Get ready for authentic early 1900s vehicles, from horse-drawn carriages to the earliest automobiles. Driving will feel distinctly period-appropriate, perhaps a bit clunkier, but incredibly immersive as you traverse the unpaved roads and challenging terrain of Sicily. At its heart, this is a Mafia game, meaning a meticulously crafted, linear main story will drive the experience. Expect branching dialogue, impactful cutscenes, and a cast of memorable characters that will draw you into Enzo's personal struggle and the larger political and criminal landscape of Sicily. Built on a heavily enhanced engine, Mafia: The Old Country is poised to deliver breathtaking visuals, character models and environmental detail. Expect ray tracing, increased NPC density, and incredibly fast loading times on current-gen consoles and high-end PCs. Now for the essential details. When can you get your hands on Mafia: The Old Country? The game is confirmed to be releasing on August 8th, 2025. The game promises to deliver an opportunity to experience a pivotal moment in history through the eyes of someone forced to adapt, to fight, and to forge a destiny in a brutal, beautiful world. With its promise of a deep, character-driven narrative, meticulously recreated historical setting, and refined gameplay mechanics, Mafia: The Old Country is poised to be a landmark title, not just for the franchise, but for narrative-driven gaming as a whole. Get ready to witness how the seeds of power were sown, and how the foundations of an empire built on blood and honor were laid in the Old Country. So, what are you most excited to see in Mafia: The Old Country? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming news and analysis. I'll see you next time on Everything We Know About.